Alright, so we're just doing a little update here on progress. So I told you all the other day how the plan was to come through and put in this piece of blank foundation. The bees would draw it out very quickly and the queen would lay in it. Well, she didn't touch it. The bees didn't touch it. Didn't even start to draw a comb on it. So much like a good buddy of mine actually just told me today, he said, you know, every time you expect the bees to do something, they're not going to. So what I've done, and I don't know why they didn't draw it. I guess they just didn't feel crowded or they didn't feel the need. I'm really not sure. But what I did today instead was I put in a new frame, and this is good because y'all didn't get to see me put in the last one, but I mean, it's just dropping a frame in the box. But I put in a new one, and this one actually is deep with foundation, but it's drawn. Okay? I think y'all can see it. This one's already drawn out, and this is actually one that I harvested out of the other day. It came off another hive where they had started to backfill some of their brood nests with honey, despite my greater wishes. But anyway, so that one's already drawn out, so at least the work doesn't need to be done to draw it out for the queen to lay, and it maybe, just maybe, that'll get the queen's attention and she will start to lay in it. I also went ahead and put the date on it for the day that I dropped it in there. So this pushes me back another day or two on what my awesome plan was to graft 2 days from now. So now I'll have to wait till at least 3 days from now, assuming the queen starts laying in it immediately. So anyway, that's just a little update for now. Again, I don't know why they didn't pull the new foundation. They should have. It was brand new, fresh foundation, had beeswax on it and everything. I don't know why they didn't pull it out. I guess maybe they just didn't have the workforce to do so. This hive actually, I shook all the house bees out of it when I was trying to set up my mating nuke, and now they're over here behind me in what was supposed to be the mating nuke, and they've decided it, or not mating nuke, I'm sorry, the starter colony, and they've now decided instead that they want to pull emergency queen cells. First they absconded from it, then I ran them back into it and got them to stay, and now they're pulling. Here, I'll show you. They're over here being dummies. They're there's still a cluster of them underneath there hanging out, as you can see in there, but they're kind of starting to move towards the box. But yeah, there's 2 frames of honey in there, and I guess there was just a few eggs and larvae right along the very bottom of the frame, and they went ahead and started pulling out queen cells. So there's 3 or 4 emergency cells they're pulling in there. So I'm going to go ahead and leave them. I think I might actually reduce them down to just 1 frame because I want them to have plenty of bees to cover what they got so I don't lose them to beetles. Reduce them down to just that 1 frame, maybe put a piece of blank foundation beside them just for some security. But other than that, I guess I'm just going to leave them as their own little split, let them pull an emergency. And I might, once I do get these grafts done, I might replace that emergency with a better queen, because emergencies usually aren't that good. But we'll just kind of see what happens, see how they hatch out, see how she looks, and go from there. But for now, I'm gonna go ahead and put the super back on this one, or the second hive body back on this one, and I'm gonna take off what little honey super they had and go ahead and reduce them down. I really want to crowd them down and make them feel if they need to work in that space that they got and work on that piece of foundation that I just put in. So that's it for this one. Like I said, it's not going as good as I wish, but yeah, that's some of the things you run into. So I'm gonna go ahead and share it as, you know, just so y'all see it and learn.